Hello and a warm welcome to everyone across the globe. We should be on the way very shortly. The players will be with us any time now. And our live game is Chelsea against London. This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Hi Peter, it's great to be here.
Two starting lineups. Oscar. Matic. London have put together a 5-game unbeaten run away from home. Matic. Oscar. Raspinaqueta. Azar. So what now? Played out wide. Raspinaqueta. It's Costa! Saved only by poor finishing.
He was right in front of goal and he probably should have scored, to be fair. Well, that should set them on their way and get into a nice rhythm. The early signs are very encouraging now.
Kiyate. Wilshere. Sanya. Wilshere. Chelsea were impressive in their last outing and brilliantly orchestrated by the manager.
I think, Peter, we have to give credit where it's due. He had a problem up top and he tweaked the system to sort it out. And what I like is that he doesn't hold back. He's got that who dares wins mentality and he really goes for it.
Welbeck shoots! And that really should have hit the net. Willian. And it's Ivanovic. Oscar with the ball through. Willian. Time to deliver. Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
But when he struck that, he must have thought it was going in. Such are the margins of success and failure in this game. That was so close. Oh, look, they've started with such intensity, but maybe they just need to add a little composure to their finishing. You know, it's the only thing that's missing so far.
London putting their opponents under a lot of pressure in the early stages. Wilshere. Cazorla. Costa. It's a loose ball. Mesut still goalless. Sanya. Wilshere. Sanya. Wilshere. Cazorla. And it's Sanya. It's gone for a throw-in. Looks like a good ball through. Wilshere. Cazorla. There are a few waiting for it. Mesut Ozil looks to dink one in. Cahill gets it away. Matic. Both sides a bit too casual in possession. Cazorla boots it upfield. Now it's Welbeck. And he's there to hoof it away. Now it's Costa. London looked all at sea and terribly vulnerable, but they've got away with it. Kieran Gibbs. Kouyaté.
Now doesn't resemble the player we were watching a few weeks ago.
Do you know, I was starting to think that myself, but what is it specifically that's changed?
Well, it's difficult to put your finger on it. Sometimes one or two things just fall into place and the game becomes a lot easier, and I think at the moment he's a case in point.
Oscar. Just coming up to the 30-minute mark. London going about impatiently, perhaps too patiently. Koscielny. Ramsey. Keeper's got good distance on that. Costa. Oscar. It's Costa! Oh my word, that is fantastic! He's got himself a peach of a goal! Absolutely thundered in. Keeper, no chance.
Is it just me, or did he make that look very, very easy? That was terrific skill and composure from him. He finished with such aplomb.
Chelsea take the lead.
Listen, it's no surprise to me as to who scored the goal. When you look through this team, he's the standout performer with a whole repertoire of different talents. He'll do for me every time.
Spoon forward. It's come loose. Wilshere cuts it back. London are trailing here with the first half almost done. Tries a through ball. Now here's the through ball. Ramsey. Welbeck. Now the ball's come loose and the chase is on. Piatti. Chelsea desperately need someone to hold up the ball here. Piatti. Mesmerzel. Koscielny. Kieran Gibbs. Ramsey. Wilshere. It's a long forward pass. And we've reached half-time.
Not the most convincing of displays. They could certainly do much better than this. They'll want to keep things simple, build up their confidence and not rush into mistakes.
That's the start of another 45 minutes.
London need to get the balance right to sort this out. Ambition must be complemented by just the right amount of caution, and I think the more experienced players can oversee that.
Looks to slip it through. Welbeck. Oscar. Now it's Costa. Cazorla. And it's Ramsey. Willian. Piatti. Welbeck. Now the pass. Gibbs. Fine defending there. Ramsey passes it through. It is a corner. And through to the goalkeeper. Willian. London still this single goal behind. Wilshere. Mesmerzel. Ramsey. Mesmerzel. Quarter of an hour into the second half. London haven't made a substitution yet. Mesmerzel. And it's Gibbs. Gibbs. Ramsey. Looks like a good ball through. Looking for a decent ball in. Welbeck. Can he find a finish now? Oh, he's showing a distinct lack of urgency.
Yeah, he just took too long to make his mind up. What a big opportunity missed then.
Willian. Wilshere with the ball through. Oh, too much weight on that. Ivanovic. Oscar. Good defending there, they've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. Sanya. Cazorla. Cazorla. Sanya. Cazorla. Matic knocks it towards the front. Oscar. Steered out wide. Hazard with the delivery. Who's ball? Who's going to get that? Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome. Hazard with the short one. It's well blocked and back out it comes. Shapes the shoots! Oh, that's a waste.
He knows very well he can score from that distance. Not quite this time.
Gibbs. Ramsey comes forwards. Looks to slip it through. Out towards the flank. Mesut Ozil. It's flagged offside. Chelsea look as though they're about to make a change.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Willian. It's Diego Costa. It's a bit of penetration to go with all this possession. Koscielny. Welbeck. Kouyaté. Koscielny. Ramsey. Well, it's Ozil. Oh, looking desperate here, short on time and options.
Look, they can still hope for one more chance, maybe two if they're lucky. Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Azpilicueta, and full tilt down the left. Costa! That is wayward. Wilshere. Good spell of possession this, but very little to show for it. Mesut Ozil. It's Diego Costa. Tries a through ball. London got lucky. They have escaped lightly.
I think they need to be more direct now and just start getting the ball forward.
Oh, he's caught him there, it's a free kick. Sanya. Mertesacker. Sanya. Mertesacker. Now the pass. Wilshere. Can he finish? And Welbeck! Brilliant from Danny Welbeck! They have stolen level at the last! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Well, you know, sometimes it pays off not to think too much about things, just put your foot through it, and that was a good example. Great contact, and the keeper had very little chance.
So all square with almost no time remaining. Costa. Now it's Welbeck. Welbeck passes it through. Gibbs. Oscar can hoist it clear. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. So nothing between them after all of that, and you can't really argue with the result. Neither manager too unhappy with the outcome, and the fans really well entertained. It's all square in. So there it is. What struck you about that?
I think the first thing to say, draw was about the right result. It had everything you want in a clash of this.
They call you